And a little bit of construction here. Gotta take it slow. Watch out for this loader. Oh my gosh. We're not in Florida anymore, as you can see. Welcome to Thousand Oaks, California. For today's creature feature, I boarded a plane this morning, left Tampa International Airport, landed 5 hours later at LAX, rented a car, jumped on the 405, connected the 101, and came straight up here to this canyon. Doesn't it look like they should film a horror movie out here? What do you think? Oh wait, they already did. If you've seen this movie, if you're a fan of the Friday the 13th films, you might have the same opinion as I do, or you might love it. But this filming locations video that I flew 3,000 miles to create is a Friday the 13th film. My favorite, Jason Voorhees. Kane Hodder revising his role as Jason for his third time. He would later go on and play Jason one more time in Jason X. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if it's your first time. I am Tampa J, and I love horror movies, I love filming locations, and I love Friday the 13th. My favorite horror franchise. And today just happens to be, actually today's the 12th, but I'm releasing this video on Friday the 13th, 2023, January 13th. And I have with me today my copy of the movie, Blu-ray edition. This is what I used to grab all the screenshots you will see today during this locations video, and my 13X Studios Part 9 masks. Shout out to my friend Rick for always supplying the Jason masks in these videos. 13X Studios, link in the description below. A majority of the film was filmed right here in Thousand Oaks, specifically in this canyon. And I have been granted access today to go into the filming ranch where they filmed the opening scene of Jason Goes to Hell. And throughout this filming locations video, I will give you the then and now using screenshots from the movie and comparing them to what the locations look like today. That's the fun of all of it right there. I love that. And here we are, the opening shot as the lady, the undercover police officer, passes the Camp Crystal Lake sign, Crystal Lake 4 miles. And geographically, that is correct. Camp Crystal Lake is up to the right just a little ways. We'll get there in a second. So you can make out this then and now. That's your main identifier right there. There's a screenshot again. And here we are today. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And we begin at Canyon Ranch Studio, 368 East Carlisle Road, down at the bottom of this canyon 30 years ago. Inside this studio, Jason Goes to Hell. This is where Jason got blown up. Today, we have exclusive access thanks to the owner, Julie, Canyon Ranch Studio. We're gonna be able to go inside. Welcome back to Camp Crystal Lake, my friends. Here we go, exclusive access. And I just talked to the owner a few moments ago on the phone, and she said to enter Canyon Ranch by gate number 1. And there's the sign over there, gate number 1. Here we go. Now I was booking it to get here. I'm a little later than I thought I was gonna be. All right, I'm already recognizing a couple of things why I'm in here. Now I don't know if this is the main cabin. All right, I'm heading to the filming office. It says it's this way. Oh, okay. All right, so here we are. They have a lot of flooding going on here in California, as I just saw in the news. This creek is kind of overran. This is the creek bed all along here. We'll get there in a moment, but this is where Jason got blown up. I've got screenshots with me. We begin with the cabin from Jason Goes to Hell. It looks a whole lot different out here. The current owner bought this property in '94. The movie was filmed in '92, released in '93. They've additioned it and renovated, but this is the cabin from the opening scene of Jason Goes to Hell. And I've got screenshots with me, of course. And here's the screenshot from the movie of the cabin as you see the undercover FBI agent pull up. Notice the ridge line behind the cabin and the roof. A lot different today, but this is it. Ridgeline right there. And they filmed outside of it and inside of it. So, wow, this is crazy. Check it out. Here's a screenshot of the cabin back then. And here you go today. Then and now. Wow. It's so cool to be standing here. Okay, we're walking up to the cabin. Willie was telling me that they added all this stone because this was originally one of the kit homes, log homes, where basically they send you all the stuff and they put it together, but they've added all this nice stuff to it. And right here is where Jason would have walked out of. And here's a shot of Jason Voorhees standing right here in this doorway, right in front of me today. Jason played by Kane Hodder. Same doorway. Recreating the shot. Jason comes out the door and then runs after her this way in front of this window. I got a screen grab of the undercover FBI agent running from Jason in front of this very window. Now it's changed a lot, but you can make it out with the logs you see there. Here it is today. Notice they've added the rock. That is the same window. So to put things into perspective, we're standing right here in front of this window and this door. This stonework basically is just covering the logs now. There's the door. There's that window. And Willie was pointing out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 logs. And if you look at this photograph of the cabin in the movie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to confirm. All right, here we are inside. Oh, wow. Check it out. Now they didn't show the kitchen area in the film, but they did show the upstairs and the loft. Oh wow, this is where Jason would have popped out and thrown her right here at this railing. Oh my gosh. She's thrown by Jason to the floor and she lands about right where I am here. The door is open as it is today. Also, you can make out some of the kitchen here to the left. There you go, here it is today. She would have landed about right here. Jason would have been standing right up there. Check it out, Jason right here. Notice the post to the left, the railing, that would have been there. Wow, that went down right there. Recreating the shot, bringing the mask back to the cabin. Ooh. Do the heavy breathing, like legendary Kane Hodder. Thanks to 13X Studios for sending me this mask. Came just in time before I caught the plane. Almost didn't make it. Almost didn't bring this with me. Okay, yeah, right there in the corner, there's a black bracket of the screenshot. And there it is today. Wow. So in the movie there was a restroom up there and she was taking a shower and she comes out when the light, actually the light would have been up here. Little do we know Jason was cutting the power outside. The light goes out, she comes out of the shower, and Jason must have been over in this area because the next thing you know, he throws her and launches her down to the floor here. Alright, we can't go up into the bedroom, but I just wanted to show you a shot looking down. There is a shot after the FBI agent is thrown down into the floor of some of the windows. Let's see if I can match it up. And here's a shot from the movie looking down from the loft. Notice the two windows to the left and to the right. Check it out. A little different today, but similar camera angle. And here's the same doorway as you see here in the screenshot today. Notice the coat to the right. There are still coats here today, and a coat hanger, of course. This is it.
I think the light switch is right behind it too.
Oh, is the light switch right behind it? Yeah, she grabs the light there. Oh yeah, right there. That light didn't go. That's good. I like that lamp. Willie here was telling me that they filmed a low-budget horror film here called Jackals, and there was a scene you said here that
scene where they had 4 bodies tied to a swing set that they burned. It was pretty.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
All right, all kinds of stuff filmed here. All right, so I'm gonna further down here somewhere is where they film the scene where the SWAT team surrounds Jason and blows him up, and also the camping scene. You see the campers get killed later in the film. That was filmed out here too, here at Canyon Ranch. All right, so as you can see, things have changed here a ton. There's the cabin. This would have been the former driveway. Jason starts chasing the girl down this way. We're gonna try to match up some of these trees. Jason would have been coming down from the vicinity of the cabin. Kind of looks like Bigfoot there, a silhouette of Bigfoot, Kane Otter. That would have been coming down this hill. I'm looking for some specific trees that'll help me find what I'm looking for. There's a creek down there. Oh, this might be it over here. Okay, this could be it. Let's do some detective work. I think this is where they blew up Jason. All right, trying to confirm it. But I believe right here, this is where the SWAT team would have been set up. And where I'm standing is where Jason would have been blown up into bits and pieces. His head popped off at the end as well. I have pinpointed the scene where Jason gets blown up, all because of this tree right here. This is pretty much the only thing I can identify in all the screenshots I took of this scene. Now everything back here looks similar. These trees have changed quite a bit and some of them are gone, but because of this tree and this screenshot behind Jason, check it out. You see this tree right here? How it makes the curve? You see this right here? It's a lot bigger. It's 30 years ago, so you got to use your imagination. But right there, that tree is the one in this screenshot. So Jason went to hell. Well, almost went to hell. He did it later in the film, but he got blown up right here in this spot. So I was correct. And the FBI agents with the spotlights in between the trees back here, we're all right there. Here's the spot. Jason got blown up. Oh. His head pops off, rolls around, his heart flies out. And here's a look up the hill. Jason would have been a little bit in front of me. That's where he met his demise. And behind me, you can't see the water behind him, but you can see the grass. You can kind of make out a creek line in the screenshots. And again, there's that tree. That's the only thing I can make out. Things have changed out here. Not too much though. It all, aesthetically, it all matches up. There's a hill, there's a creek, and then we know the cabin is over there. You can make out the roof way over there. And it's a funny story. I reached out by email to the owner, Julie, and I asked her if I could come out and show this location, and she wasn't entirely sure that it was filmed here because she bought the ranch in '94. So I sent her the clip of the scene. I gave her a fair warning. It was a horrific scene, the one from the cabin, and she took a watch and she confirmed that this was the location. They filmed Friday the 13th, part 9. And that's how it began. And I told her when I was coming. She said, yeah, come on out. So that was very awesome and sweet of her. So thank you so much, Julie. Thank you for making this possible for everyone, especially for all those Friday the 13th fans out there. Hope you guys are enjoying this very unique tour. This is awesome. Beautiful ranch. I see why they film movies out here. Kill, 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 kill. Ha, 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 ha. So, Jason lives. Not a lake out here, but a creek. I don't think they actually showed the lake of Camp Crystal Lake in this movie. That's one of the complaints among many. And somewhere out here, hard to find, I'm looking for it, but they filmed the camping scene. Meandering through all these trees here. Ooh, this might be it right here. Ooh. I found what I'm looking for. When Jason possessed the medical examiner and he comes out here and kills the 3 campers. The campsite was located somewhere in this vicinity. I'm trying to match up these 3 trees to the left. There are several trees out here, sets of trees that look like that, but I've looked at all of these and I can't determine which ones they are. They may not be here anymore, but I'm willing to bet this is the vicinity. Can't confirm, but this is the vicinity of that camping scene. All right, check out all the flooding. This is one of the gates to the ranch. It's a little waterfall down here. Wow. Creek just rolling right through. It's amazing how many waterfalls are in my Friday the 13th videos. I'm thinking of the one of Blairstown, New Jersey, and the one in Connecticut from part 1 and part 2. And here's another angle of the cabin. An angle you don't see in the movie. There you go. There is a big buck staring right at us right there. Oh my gosh. Again, on the way to the first Camp Crystal Lake, I saw some deer crossing the road. Again, for the 9th film, deer here at Canyon Ranch. That is beautiful. What a beautiful buck. Wow. Oh my gosh. And I was granted full access to Canyon Ranch today, so I walked down the other side of the creek bed, past the other side of the cabin, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think anything was filmed over here. Actually, I spoke to Julie and she confirmed that the trees have changed so much and they've lost a lot. It has been 30 years. And she said that this side, specifically the former owner, didn't keep up with it. They had to do a lot on this particular side of Canyon Ranch. So I don't think anything was filmed over here, just furthering my speculation, confirming that everything was filmed over on the other side. And being so close to Hollywood, there are so many film ranches out here between here and Los Angeles. They've got a few buildings out here. Check it out, Bernie's Rock Creek, 1929, and also an old filling station. Wonder if these have been seen in anything before. It's pretty cool. All right, thanks again, Canyon Ranch. I just said goodbye to everyone. I'm gonna hop into my rental car and head to the next location. Goodbye. All right, moving out of Canyon Ranch. The next stop not too far from here, in Thousand Oaks. They were saying they have mountain lions out here, bobcats, and of course, as you saw, deer. Wow, this is beautiful. Thanks, Julie. Thanks for having us. Hope to come back again someday. All right, that was Canyon Ranch, folks. Check them out. Flooded ahead. Just stopped to show you the peak of this mountain right there. Look at the green grass up on top. All right, just had to appreciate that real quick. It's awesome. And about a 15-minute drive to the next location. Welcome to Thousand Oaks, specifically Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Where these condos are is 299 East. There's the address right there, Thousand Oaks Boulevard. This is the location of the diner, Joey B's Diner, from the Final Friday. About 2.5 years ago, the former diner sat here. Joey B's Diner. Here's a screenshot of the diner as you see it in the film, 299 East Thousand Oaks. It sat here, present day, where these condos are still being built. A couple years ago, this building was still sitting here. All right, take a mental note of this Parker Avenue sign, which sits next to 299 over here. Pay close to that Parker Avenue sign because you can see it in the Google images I took of the diner a couple years back before they bulldozed it. Hold on. Here is a Google image of Joey B's Diner. It is the same shape as you see in the screenshot from the movie. I'll put that in frame again. There you go, Joey B's. Now back to the Google image taken a few years back. And to the left, notice the Parker Avenue sign, which is now over there. I just showed you, but it was formerly right here on this light pole before they put this pedestrian crossing sign. It is a busy road out here, Thousand Oaks. So if you line that up, you use my Google image right here. If you look at that sign, Joey B's, the diner, was right there. They filmed a ton of scenes. There were tons of scenes filmed right here at this former car lot. It was a car lot office that they converted into a diner. There were some scenes filmed in the back near the garages as well. They filmed a lot here. There's nothing really to match up. However, there is a shot of when Jason possesses the guy in the tie, the news anchor. You see this building behind me, behind him in the screenshot, and I'll match that up as well. And this is Jason here. I believe this is his third possession of the movie. He's inside this gentleman, and this gentleman's walking right towards the diner, towards Joey's son, who has a pistol. Now you can make out the building behind him. The building is right here, across from me right now, across from Thousand Oaks Avenue. Right there. Would have been walking this way to Joey B's, in that vicinity. I shifted down a little bit. Right here, you see a park bench and an indentation of this wall. Right in that area, check this out. That area is right there. There you go. That confirms the former location of Joey B's Diner, this building. Right here, 299 East. So here you go, 30 years ago, 1992 going into 93. And today, the building right there, which is, looks like some sort of a college on the right and a social security office to the left. It looks like in the movie, it looks like he's walking from the police station, but I don't think that's where they filmed the jail scenes in the movie. It wasn't that building. These locations took some digging. I believe this might be the first Jason Goes to Hell filming locations video on YouTube. Not a lot of information out there. Looking for where exactly the interiors for the police station was filmed. Also the news station. There's a couple mysteries out there. You can't always find them. It usually takes someone that worked on the film or watched the film and lives in the vicinity to come onto the internet and share some more information to find more locations for those movies. So, still a mystery. Ooh, the crows have followed me from Florida. There's some crows up there. Right below my rental car. You hear them? Okay, next location. One more to go. Look at the view from up here. I'm going up a mountain now. Holy cow. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, less than a mile from the house. This looks like a narrow road. Somewhere up this way. This is not what I was imagining. It was a trek to get back here. Valley Flores and Eagle Drive. I decided to park my car and go on foot. The house is up this driveway, up on the hill to the right. I've spotted the top of it. This is what we're looking for right here, the Voorhees house. So many scenes filmed inside, and the final scene where Jason went to hell, right out front. All right, I can make out the peak of the chimney as seen in the screenshot. Now I'm gonna walk up there to see how close I can get. I'm trying not to trespass or do anything. So far I don't see any signs, but I just want to be courteous and cautious. But if I zoom in here, you can make out the chimney of the Voorhees house as you see it in the movie. Okay, look at that, center screen. Wow, that's it. Check this out. And that's the top right corner of the house. There's the chimney. Look at that. Right up here. Right there. Okay, we've got the right place. Okay, now a car stopped up there. They just kind of pulled past me. See what's going on. Maybe they're stopping to take some pictures as well. Also, here's a screenshot of Jason being impelled by the dagger right below that chimney. There it is again. Okay, I'm gonna walk up this hill and see what happens. I'm hoping I don't get ran off. I hope to get you a full shot of this house. Here we go, going up the hill. Okay, all right, I can see the house over this wall right now. Right over here. Okay, this is it. The Voorhees house. This is where Jason went to hell. Okay, I might be able to see it from right here. Oh my gosh, this is it. Check this out. Okay. All right, this looks like it's gonna be the closest I get to this house. They've got stuff draped all over the fence. And also, there's horses in the front yard. This is the house. Chimney's right there. I'm gonna try to get the best angles to zoom in to kind of compare screenshots to now as best as I can. Here's the best angle I can give you. Now you can make out the stonework, the roof, and if you look a little to the left, you can make out the round window, the white window. That is the window that Jason would have been thrown out of at the end of the film, and then Steve would have hit him with a shovel or hit him with something, and then they had the tussle that came over to the right of the house in front of the chimney, and that's where Jason was stabbed, and that's where he ultimately went to hell. You can make out the cobblestone fireplace then and now. You can make out the windows specifically, yeah, but these are the best angles I can get for you. They don't want anyone walking in there, I can tell. There's also someone in the front yard over there working. Ever since I rolled up there, there is someone out there. Looks like they're fixing up the yard or possibly feeding the horses. There's a horse right there. Kind of the same vicinity that Jason was once standing. And right here in this yard is where the idea was spawned. A Freddy versus Jason. I thought I was gonna walk right up on it, but it doesn't look like they want too many people coming inside that yard. They've got it all blocked off. Wow, what a beautiful evening. The temperature's dropping fast, and I'm getting hungry. Woke up at 4:30 this morning, got to the airport in Tampa about 6 o'clock. And then my plane took off about 8:30, and then I got here about 10:30, 11 California time, and I rented the car. The car took forever. It took almost 2 hours, and by 1 o'clock California time, 4 o'clock Tampa time, I was at the ranch. And now, let's see. Oh, it's about 5:17 in the evening here, so it's been about a 4-hour endeavor. There you go, one last look. Hold on, let me zoom in. Right below that smokestack. Right below that smokestack, one last look, is where Jason went to hell 30 years ago. And right below there, that's where they got the idea of Freddy versus Jason. At the end, Freddy's hand comes up, his claws, and grabs Jason's mask and takes it back down. A New Line Cinema production, wasn't Paramount, I should mention that. It was the first New Line Cinema Friday the 13th, and they were hinting at Freddy versus Jason, which wouldn't be made until a decade later. Over a decade later. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Thanks again to Julie at Canyon Ranch for having us out. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Look forward to going back out there sometime, maybe in the future. There's much ahead. If you like filming locations, specifically Friday the 13th, or any of my other filming locations, be sure to check them out on the main page of my YouTube channel. There's a filming locations playlist. I've got a long drive ahead of me tonight. I'm gonna grab some In-N-Out burger, yummy. Missed that. I'm gonna get some of that and head to my hotel because I'm firing up this camera tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be on a filming locations excursion this entire weekend. I'm here briefly and I've got to go. I've got a lot to do, and I've got a short amount of time to film everything, a lot of miles. And these next filming locations are going to be some deep cuts. Many of them have not been filmed before, so hope to see you there. Check out the videos. Here they come. Subscribe below, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. I am Tampa J, and there is much ahead. No matter who you are, what you're going through, there's always much ahead here in California and beyond. All right, bye-bye. Oh yeah, I love you, Krista girl. I miss you. Oh yeah, Jason. You can come with me. All right, turn left onto
Tampa Avenue.
Turning left on Tampa Avenue. I didn't know there was a Tampa Avenue in Los Angeles. What? So if I move to LA and I live on Tampa Avenue, does that mean I get to keep the name for sure? Tampa J in LA, Tampa Avenue. Welcome you to Hollywood.
Turn left onto Franklin Avenue.
Hello, Hollywood. It's been, wow. It's been forever. All right, they left the light on for me. Staying here tonight, one night only in Hollywood at the Motel 6. HBO, ESPN, free Wi-Fi. That'll do it. Gotta edit this video. Stop looking at me, swans. It's the fanciest Motel 6 I've ever stayed at. Check it out. Oh, that's so nice. Got the king-size bed. I like that. Krista girl, check it out. Just like us. They're in love. I miss you. Well, I walked down to Hollywood Boulevard. I am starving. I haven't eaten since this morning. And here I am, greeted with the Crest building. Hey, thinking of Universal Studios. Cesar Romero, the Joker. Literally the first star I filmed. Not what you thought you would see at the end of a Friday the 13th filming locations video, is it? Passing this Escape Hotel. There's something dead right here on the door. Oh my gosh. That's what I call silencing the lamb. Oh, and look at that, the star of Walt Disney. I'm looking for some food. And it looks like the Golden Arches for the win. I guess I'm having McDonald's. Hey, I gotta get food and get back and start editing. I'm running out of time. And there it is. Next to McDonald's, the first Ripley's Believe It or Not museum I ever visited when I was a kid. Last time would have been 1994. My parents and I, my little brother, right there. Check it out. Look at the T-Rex. Oh, he's all decorated for Valentine's Day. Look at that. Cupid. And who knew Marilyn Monroe's star? It's right in front of McDonald's. Look at that. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, this is finally a wrap. I'm gonna take my McDonald's back to my room and edit this video. It'll be out tomorrow. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Let's end with Arnold. Oh yeah, much ahead. Okay, I gotta show one more just because I'm a huge fan ever since I was a kid. George Burns. Oh God. It's a great movie. Oh God, Part 2 especially. All right, that's the last one, I swear.